on the road again. Just can't wait to get on the road again. The life I love is making music with my friends, and I can't wait to get on the road again. On the road again, going places that I've never been.
Hello YouTubers, it's me, Michael Brewer, your friendly neighborhood gay guru, reporting to you once again from the beautiful shores of Bali in the South Pacific Sea. I just love this place. This is my second time here, and it's my first morning of our newest trip, and I just am in bliss. I woke up and greeted the sunrise, and now I'm just walking along the beach, enjoying the solitude before the hordes of tourists come out and the people hawking their goods. I'm going to dedicate this trip to a light study and meditation upon the Upanishads. As some of you may know, the Upanishads are a body of wisdom. It actually literally means, the word Upanishad means sitting before a teacher. And so they're sayings that are meant to evoke a sense of meditation and reflection upon the deeper inner meanings of life. And there are thousands and thousands of them. They were created over thousands of years. They form actually the basis of what eventually became the Hindu religion, which is the dominant religious form here on Bali, though it's a very specific form itself. And I'll talk about that in another video. But today I want to combine, or I want to speak about one of the very first Upanishads that really struck me and which led me to want to do this to begin with. And I'm going to read it to you. Know thou self, spirit, as riding a chariot, the body as the chariot. Know thou the intellect as the chariot driver, and the mind as the reins. They senses, they say, are the horses. The objects of sense, what they range over. The self combined with the senses and mind, wise man called the enjoyer. I just think that is just puts it all in a nutshell. I mean, and I guess that's what the Upanishads are, is the essence of some universal truths compacted down to a form of just one or two sentences. And they require a reflection and meditation on them to really grok what they mean. Know yourself as riding a chariot, and the body as the chariot. And so right away it's saying that we are not our bodies, and any identification with our bodies is ultimately going to lead us down the wrong path, the path of unhappiness and sorrow. And know the intellect as the chariot driver. So then again, it's just another level of on top of the self is the intellect, our mind. The intellect is a layer above the self, and then the mind as the reins driving chariot. So the mind is sort of more of our sense of our free will, which is actually driving this whole construct of a chariot and self. And the senses are the horses, which I think is great, because that's so true. The senses are the stimuli that drive the whole mind and intellect to begin with, and the objects are what they range over. And so we get to choose the path that we take through our senses, which are the horses, which drive our mind, which pull our chariot, which is our body. It's just so brilliant. You know, we seem to think we're so enlightened in this day and age of Eckhardt Tolle, who has taken a lot of these ancient wisdom from the Upanishads and brought it into the modern age. But this was written thousands of years ago, and we're just only now really coming back to it. And so that's a rather humbling thought. The final part of this sentence I think is so great is the self combined with senses and mind, the wise man called the enjoyer. So that is the key to life right there, that if you find a healthy relationship between the self and the intellect and the mind and our body and the senses, we get to a place where we enjoy, which is the point of it all, isn't it? Just brilliant, just brilliant. And so that's about all I want to say this morning. It's my first morning. I'm still a little bit jet lagged. I got up at But I wanted to start off my my Bali series this year I'm going to call it Bali and the Upanishads, and there'll definitely be a healthy dose of Eckhardt Tolle in there as well to bring it into the relevant new times. I'm just so happy to be back here. I feel like I've come home. Feel so at one, at peace here in Bali. It's hard to explain it. Maybe I'll get a sense of that in some of these videos I make for you all here on YouTube. I thank you all for joining me. Sante, Sante. And I hope you'll follow along as I make at least 1 or 2 videos a day here. So there'll be quite a few of them. This series will go on for a while, and I'll bring up a new topic every day. And I'm really glad to have you along. Maybe you can't get down here to Bali yourself in your body or in your chariot, but at least you can join me in your intellect and in your mind, which are the reins of your chariot. And so you'll get the experience along with me. That's it for today. Namaste.